Mental stimulation is crucial for dogs as much as physical exercise. While it's easy to think that playtime and walks are the only ways to keep your dog active, mental challenges are just as important. Just like humans, dogs need their brains to be exercised to stay happy and healthy. Without sufficient mental stimulation, dogs can become bored, anxious, and even engage in destructive behaviors like chewing furniture or excessive barking. Interactive toys, such as treat dispensing puzzles or snuffle mats, are excellent tools for providing mental challenges. These toys require dogs to use their noses, paws, and minds to figure out how to get to the treat inside. They mimic the natural hunting and foraging behaviors that dogs instinctively enjoy. When dogs solve these puzzles, they experience a sense of accomplishment, which boosts their confidence and reduces anxiety. Not only does this keep them engaged, but it also tires them out in a way that physical exercise alone may not achieve. Another great way to stimulate your dog's mind is through scent games. Dogs have an extraordinary sense of smell, and using this ability in a game like Find the Treat can be incredibly rewarding for them. You can start by hiding treats in easy-to-find places and gradually increase the difficulty as your dog becomes more skilled at the game. This taps into their natural instinct to track scents and gives them a sense of purpose. The mental exercise involved in tracking and finding treats can be more tiring than running or fetching. Training sessions are also an excellent method for mental stimulation. Teaching your dog new tricks or reinforcing basic commands requires focus and attention. It doesn't matter if you're teaching them to sit or attempting more advanced tricks like spinning or rolling over. The act of learning and practicing new behaviors challenges their brain and improves their ability to concentrate. Short training sessions, ideally lasting 10 to 15 minutes, can keep your dog mentally sharp without overwhelming them. Positive reinforcement, like treats or praise, helps reinforce the behavior you're trying to teach, creating a fun and productive experience for your dog. Mental stimulation should be part of your dog's daily routine. It can be as simple as hiding treats around the house for them to find, providing toys that require problem solving, or incorporating short training sessions into your walks. The more variety you provide, the more engaged your dog will be, and the happier and healthier they will remain. Daily playtime is one of the most effective ways to strengthen the bond between a dog and its owner. Dogs are social animals by nature, and they thrive on interaction and companionship. When you actively engage with your dog through play, you're doing more than just keeping them physically active. You're communicating, building trust, and reinforcing your role as a positive and reliable presence in their life. This consistent interaction helps establish a deeper emotional connection, which leads to better behavior and a more responsive pet. Games like fetch, tug-of-war, or even chase are not only fun for dogs, but they also provide structure and purpose to their day. These activities allow dogs to release pent-up energy and reduce stress, which is especially important for dogs that spend a lot of time indoors or alone. A dog that plays regularly with its owner is generally more content and less likely to engage in problematic behaviors, such as chewing, barking, or digging. In addition, playtime helps dogs stay physically fit, which supports long-term health, muscle tone, and joint flexibility. Tug-of-war is an especially interactive game that many dogs enjoy. It engages both the body and mind, and when played with rules and boundaries like teaching your dog to drop it on command, it also becomes a valuable training opportunity. Fetch, on the other hand, is a great way to tap into your dog's instinct to chase and retrieve, and it can be played in various settings, such as the backyard, park, or even indoors using soft toys. These games are not just repetitive motions. They involve decision-making, anticipation, and response to cues, all of which keep your dog mentally alert. Another often overlooked benefit of regular play is the role it plays in communication. Dogs learn your tone, body language, and commands during play, and they become more attuned to your behavior. This improves obedience and makes other areas of training more effective. Moreover, when dogs feel emotionally connected through positive experiences, they are more confident and trusting. This can be particularly beneficial for shy, anxious, or newly adopted dogs, as consistent play creates a safe and joyful environment for them to open up. Regular play sessions should be fun, varied, and aligned with your dog's energy level and preferences. Some dogs love high-energy running games, while others may prefer slower, more mentally stimulating interactions. The key is to make it consistent and enjoyable for both of you. Using treats creatively is one of the most powerful tools for keeping your dog engaged, happy, and mentally stimulated. Treats are more than just rewards. They can be transformed into puzzles, games, and enrichment activities that challenge your dog's instincts and intelligence. Instead of simply handing treats out for good behavior, incorporating them into daily routines and play can add a layer of excitement and purpose to your dog's day. This approach turns treat time into an opportunity for your dog to work, think, and solve problems, which is especially important for intelligent or high-energy breeds that need constant mental challenges. One creative method is freezing treats into ice cubes or stuffing them into a rubber toy like a Kong. You can fill these toys with a mixture of kibble, peanut butter xylitol-free, plain yogurt, or small dog-safe fruits, and then freeze them. These frozen treats not only last longer, but also encourage licking and chewing, which are natural soothing behaviors for dogs. It keeps them occupied and calm, especially during hot weather or times when they need to be distracted, such as when you have visitors or are leaving the house. Scattering treats in the grass or hiding them inside boxes and around furniture is another fun way to turn treat time into a scent-based game. This engages your dog's powerful sense of smell and taps into their natural foraging instincts. You can start with easy hiding spots and gradually increase the difficulty to challenge their nose and brain. Not only does this tire them out mentally, but it also adds variety to their routine, preventing boredom and restlessness. You can also use treat-based games like a muffin tin puzzle, where you place treats in a muffin tray and cover each cup with tennis balls. Your dog has to figure out how to move the balls to get to the food underneath. This type of game encourages problem-solving and independence. Additionally, treat dispensing toys or slow feeders can extend meal time while also making it more interactive. Dogs enjoy the challenge of working for their food, and it slows down fast eaters, which is healthier for digestion. When treats are used in creative, structured ways, they become more than just snacks. They transform into tools for learning, entertainment, and emotional satisfaction. This approach to treating enriches your dog's environment and contributes to their overall well-being by keeping both their body and mind actively engaged. Switching up your dog's routine is a simple yet powerful way to keep them mentally and physically engaged. Dogs are creatures of habit, but just like humans, they can become bored and restless when exposed to the same environment and activities every day. Repetitive routines, such as walking the same route, playing with the same toys, or feeding at the exact same time, may cause a dog to lose interest and enthusiasm. Adding variety to their daily schedule introduces new sights, smells, and experiences, which help stimulate their senses and combat boredom. One of the easiest ways to add variety is by changing your walking route. Even a slight change, like going the opposite direction or exploring a new neighborhood, can offer your dog an entirely different sensory experience. Dogs rely heavily on their sense of smell, and a new path provides new scents to investigate, which can be just as stimulating as physical exercise. You can also vary the pace of the walk, allowing for slower sniffing sessions on some days and brisk, high-energy walks on others. Taking your dog on short car trips to different parks or trails adds an element of excitement and breaks the monotony of daily walks. Rotating toys is another effective way to keep your dog's interest. Instead of leaving all their toys out at once, try offering a few at a time and swapping them out every few days. This makes old toys feel new again and keeps your dog curious and engaged. Introducing new textures, sounds, or treat dispensing toys into the mix can also stimulate different senses and challenge your dog in new ways. You don't need to constantly buy new toys. Sometimes repurposing household items safely can provide a fun and cost-effective change. Even small changes to indoor routines can have a big impact. Feeding your dog in a different part of the house, using a food puzzle instead of a bowl, or changing the order of daily activities like walks and playtime can refresh their perspective. Introducing occasional surprise training sessions or playdates also adds variety. These shifts in routine encourage your dog to adapt, think, and stay alert, which contributes to mental sharpness and reduces stress. Dogs thrive on enrichment, and varying their routine ensures they remain interested, motivated, and emotionally balanced. While consistency is important for structure and security, thoughtful changes prevent boredom and keep everyday life exciting for your dog. Social play is a vital aspect of your dog's well-being and development. Dogs, as naturally social animals, need opportunities to interact with other dogs and people to maintain their emotional health and build confidence. Just as humans benefit from socializing with others, dogs too need positive social experiences to prevent anxiety, fearfulness, and aggression. Regular social play not only satisfies their need for companionship, but also helps them develop important social skills, such as how to read body language and cues from other dogs, how to share resources, and how to engage in appropriate play behavior. Arranging regular doggy playdates is one of the best ways to provide these social interactions. When selecting a playmate, it's important to choose a dog that has a similar energy level and temperament as your dog. A calm and friendly dog will help create a more positive environment, whereas an overly energetic or aggressive dog might cause stress. If you're unsure how your dog will react to a new friend, it's always a good idea to start by meeting in a neutral location, like a park, to allow the dogs to get acquainted in a controlled setting. Watching how your dog behaves with another dog can give you insight into their social preferences and help you avoid any uncomfortable situations. Aside from playdates, taking your dog to a dog park is another excellent way to provide socialization opportunities. Dog parks offer an open space where dogs can freely interact with a variety of other dogs, engage in games, and explore new surroundings. However, it's essential to monitor your dog closely while at the park to ensure they're having a positive experience and to prevent any unwanted behaviors or conflicts. Dog parks also provide opportunities for mental stimulation, as your dog encounters new smells, sounds, and situations that they wouldn't experience during regular walks. For dogs that are more shy or anxious around other dogs, social play can still be introduced gradually. Start with controlled, calm interactions in small groups or one-on-one settings. You can also use positive reinforcement, such as treats and praise, to reward good social behavior and build their confidence. Over time, these positive experiences help your dog feel more comfortable and secure in social situations. Whether through playdates, dog parks, or training classes, regular social play allows your dog to interact with others in a safe and positive way. It enhances their emotional well-being, strengthens their social skills, and can even help reduce behavior problems that arise from frustration or isolation.